critical angle and total internal reflection. This is read as a TIR in shortcut. So for this purpose what you do is you consider an interface separating a rarer medium and a denser medium. Here you consider the refractive index as mu1 and here you consider the refractive index as mu2. Condition, what did I say? Mu2 is greater than mu1. So let me extend this interface somewhere till somewhere here. Now imagine the condition. First condition is light is passing from the denser medium to the rarer medium. Light is passing from denser to rarer. So let me take an a ray which is an incident ray and let me draw the normal here. And you know that this will become angle of incidence I. So whenever light is passing from denser to rarer, you know that it will bend away from the normal. So instead of moving along the same path, it will bend like this. And now this is your angle of refraction R. Now try to increase the angle of incidence now. Suppose in the second case, if I just increase the angle of incidence and I am drawing the normal again here, I just raised I value some more. What will happen? If you increase I, on the other side the R also will be increasing. Instead of moving along this path, this will move like this. This will be the R, because we have a relation sin I by sin R is equals to some constant. It is one of the laws of refraction, which is also known as Snell's law. So for a particular I, will be getting an R. So if you go on increasing I, R also will be increasing. So again, if you still further increase this R value, I value, now this R value should increase further. What will happen is this ray will not enter into this particular rarer medium. Instead it will graze along the interface. So this particular I, and here the R value is 90 degrees. Yeah. So now if you go on increasing this I value, at a particular I will be getting this R to be 90 degrees, and this particular I where R is equals to 90 degrees is called critical angle. And this is called grazing emergence. So grazing emergence, and I value here we call it as C. C for what? Critical angle. Now if you just still further increase the I value beyond C, what will happen? Let me draw the diagram here. Let this be the normal. I have taken I value. Here the I value is greater than C. Instead of entering into the second medium, or instead of moving parallel to the interface, the light ray will be reflected back. Again, it is nothing but a normal reflection like only, but here it is called total internal reflection. Why I am calling it as total internal reflection is, light is almost all 100% of light intensity is sent back here. Whatever light intensity is coming till this point, the complete light is sent back into the same medium without a mirror. There is no mirror here. It is a transparent medium itself. In spite of transparent medium, light is getting reflected back because of angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle. What is critical angle? Critical angle is defined as the angle of incidence in the second, what is a denser medium, where the angle of refraction in the rarer medium is 90 degrees. So if you just increase an I value beyond C, the light will be reflected back into the same medium, and this phenomena is called a total internal reflection. And now let me give you the formula for this critical angle and on what factors does this critical angle depend? Let me derive it. Same interface, I have a normal here. Angle of incidence is here is I, and instead of moving here, light is grazing along the interface. This is what called R. R is equals to 90 degrees, and here I is equals to, I can take as C. So here I told it is mu denser, and here I told it is mu rarer. So now what you do is, I want the formula for C or expression for C. Apply Snell's law. See, you have to come by 7:40 and now time ఎంత వచ్చింది, ఎంత ఉంది? సో బై స్నెల్స్ లా ఏంటి ఫార్ములా? ఈ మీడియంలో రిఫ్రాక్టివ్ ఇండెక్స్, ఈ మీడియంలో సైన్ ఆఫ్ ది యాంగిల్. సో ఐ కెన్ రైట్ mu d sin I is equals to ఈ మీడియంలో ఈ సైన్ యాంగిల్ mu r sin r I can take. So here mu d sin c will be equal to mu r sin 90. Sin 90 value is 1 beta, so I can write sin of angle of C is equals to mu r by mu d. Suppose if I take this mu r as air, it will be equal to 1. So I can write this formula as sin C is equals to 1 by mu, or I can take it as mu denser with respect to air. Remember, single mu will never write, will write with respect to what medium. This critical angle is defined for the pair of the media, but as for single media, critical angle is not at all defined. So wherever you see sin C, it should be either mu rarer by mu denser. Remember, mu rarer by mu denser, or else mu with respect to two media we need to mention here. So from there we will be getting expression for the critical angle. I can calculate C is equals to sine of inverse of mu rarer by mu denser. By this value we can calculate C value using this formula. So we have derived using the Snell's law. So there are two basic conditions beta in order to see this phenomena, whatever critical angle observation or total internal observation. That is, for critical angle to define, the condition angle of refraction should be 90 degrees. And number two condition is light ray should pass from denser medium to rarer medium. If you say that if light ray passes from rarer to denser, can this be seen? No, it is not at all possible, because light ray, instead of moving the same path, it will bend away from the normal. Suppose if you just reverse the scenario, if I take this as denser and if I take this as rarer, light ray will bend towards the normal. So there we can't see the phenomena, and in order to define critical angle, R should be equal to 90, condition number 1. In order to see total internal reflection, condition 1 is light should pass from denser to rarer medium, and condition number 2 is angle C should be greater than angle I should be greater than angle C, or angle C stands for critical angle, where angle I stands for angle of incidence in the denser medium. So let us do some numericals based on this particular formula. find the critical angle for air glass interface where mu g is equals to 1.5. Mu g is equals to 1.5. So what is he asking? Find the critical angle for air glass interface where mu g is equals to 1.5, and you know mu air is taken as 1, so no need to mention about that. So we know the solution or formula is sine of angle of C is equals to mu error. Mu error is here air by mu denser is glass. So I can write it as 1 by 1.5. I can write it as 1 by 3 by 2, that is 2 by 3. So I can write C is equals to sine inverse of 2 by 3, which is taken as approximately 42 degrees. Remember, for air glass interface it's not always 42 degrees, but when it is mentioned as 1.5, you can take critical angle as 42 degrees approximately. This is one type of problem. Understood? So please make a note of it before I rub it. I'm rubbing it. Shall I? Boys, can you hear me? Take the names of take the screenshot and send me in the group. So another type of problem is something like this. Complete the following ray diagrams. Question number 1, let me take it something like this. This is what is a denser medium. Here it is mentioned as glass. Here it is air, and light is coming like this. Let me draw the normal here. So this is a path of initial light. Light ray is entering into the denser medium along this. He has given the angle of between these surfaces as 42 degrees Celsius. 42 degrees. This angle is given as 42 degrees. And he mentioned the critical angle for air and glass here, C is equals to 42 degrees. He is asking us to complete the ray diagram. Any idea can you do, or can you say me? Let me do this problem. Next problem I'll leave it for you. Let me redraw this diagram here. Okay, here let me take the normal. This is the ray entering into the second medium. Here this angle is 42 degrees. And he has given C equals to 42. Means C is 42 means if I angle of I is greater than C2, greater than C, will get ray back into the same medium. It will not enter into the second medium. But here it is given as this angle as 42.
Sir, video offline, sir.
Wait a bit.
Video offline, sir.
Now can you see it? Now is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So light is entering along this direction. This is incident ray. We should complete the ray diagram here. So in order to complete the ray diagram, we should calculate angle of incidence first of all. So as this is a normal, this complete angle will be 90. So this angle is how much then? This complete angle is 90. 90 minus 42. This will be 48. So here angle I is equals to 48. Is it greater than 42 or not? I is greater than C. If I is greater than C, what should happen? It should reflect back. It will be reflected along this direction. Now, if this is 48, if this is angle of incidence, this will be the reflection. So this also will be equal to 48, no? Laws of reflection 1, angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. And here I have 90 degrees. If this is 48, this will be how much? 42. If this is 42 and if this is 90, I have a triangle here. This will be 48. Here again I will be getting a normal. Now what is angle of incidence here? This is angle of incidence. This will be how much? 42. So here I is equals to C and D. See, light is passing from denser medium to rarer medium. This is denser medium, mu G. This is rarer medium, mu A. So light is moving and I is equal to C. What will happen? Will it enter into the second medium? So light is entering here. It is getting reflected back here. Why it is getting reflected back? Because I is 48 and C is 42 here. So I is greater than C, it is getting reflected. Again you need to calculate I here. How to calculate I here? I got a triangle here. So triangle with 90 degrees, 42 degrees, and this will be 48. If this is 48, here angle of incidence will be 42. 90 minus 48, again 42. So here I is equal to C. So instead of coming back or entering into second medium, it will be grazing like this. So this is question number 1. Please make a note of it. Let me go to the question number 2. Shall I rub it? I have a triangle here. And here it is 90 degrees. Here it is 45. Here it is 45. Along this direction at 90 degrees. Usual C is equals to 42. Can you complete this? Rarer medium, denser medium. Let this be air and let this be glass. Any idea? See, it is coming along the normal. So as it is moving from one medium to other medium, whenever any ray coming along the normal will not be deviated. So it will go along the same path. Again at this point it is moving from denser to rarer. It is air again. Denser to rarer. What is the angle here? This is 90, so this also will be 90. I have a triangle. Already it is 45, so this will be again 45. Now at this point you draw the normal. If this is 45, what will be this angle? ఇది నార్మల్ కదండి 90 అవుతుందా 90 45 పోతే ఈ యాంగిల్ ఎంత ఉంటుంది 45. సో I ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు 45 అండి. C ఎంత ఉంది మనకు 42. I ఈజ్ 45. ఈజ్ గ్రేటర్ దెన్ C ఓన్లీ నో. సో ఇట్ విల్ బి రిఫ్లెక్టెడ్. ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ మూవింగ్ ఇన్ టు దిస్ మీడియం ఇట్ విల్ బి రిఫ్లెక్టెడ్. ఎలా రిఫ్లెక్ట్ అవుతుంది? యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్ కూడా 45 అవుతుంది. ఇలా వస్తుంది. అండ్ హియర్ ఇట్ విల్ ఫాల్ ఎట్ 90 degrees. దిస్ విల్ బి ప్యారలల్ టు దిస్ బేస్. సో నార్మల్గా here it is 90 degrees, here it is 30 degrees, here it is 60 degrees. Light is entering a same incidentally at normal at right angles it is entering. Here it is mentioned mu is equals to 3/2. Mu is equals to 3/2 and C is given. C is also equals to 42. Now can you try it? Let me complete from initial point. As it is along the normal, it will move like this. No deviation. Till here no deviation. And this angle will be ఇది 60 అయితే ఇది కూడా 60 అవుతుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ 90 కాబట్టి. Draw the normal here. As it is 60, this angle will be I. That is how much? 30 degrees. Now, will this be reflected back? Here I is less than 42. C is given as 42. So I is less than 42. Does it come back? Does total internal reflection takes place here? No, because I is less than C. So instead what will happen is, instead of moving along the same path, light ray will bend here. As it is moving from rarer medium to denser medium to rarer medium, light will bend away from the normal. Now this will be the angle R, angle of refraction. Calculate that R now. Apply Snell's law and calculate that R value. Snell's law em cheptundi manaki? Here I can take denser medium, ND sin I is equals to rarer medium, NR or NA sin R. Solve it. ND is given here 3/2, NI is sin 30. This is air. From there you calculate R value. ఎంత వస్తుంది చెప్పండి? ND is 3/2 into sin 30 is 1/2, air is 1 sin R. From here I will be getting sin of R is equals to 3/4. So from here R is equals to sin inverse of 3/4. R is equal to sin inverse of 3/4. You can keep it as it is, no problem, but the approximate value will be 49 degrees. Remember, earlier we have done sin inverse of 3/2. Sin inverse of 2/3, 3/2, that is around 42 degrees, and here it is a sin inverse of 3/4, it is 49. He may ask you to find out this angle between the surface of your prism and the refracted ray. This will be 41, like this. Let me draw that problem on the board once again. So complete this problem and post me again. I have the same problem number 4 I may take. This problem is again, this angle is given as 60, this is right angle, and here it is 30. A ray is coming perpendicular to the surface. This is incident ray. He has given mu C is again problem 42 degrees. It is air. Here also it is air. Here also it is air. Condition he has given again, mu G is equals to 3/2. Complete this and post me in the group. One more, let me give you same condition, fifth problem. A prism have taken this time. Here angle is 60 degrees. Here mu of the prism is √2 and it is in a liquid. Let this be mu L be the refractive index of liquid, and light is coming around this direction. 90 degrees for light is coming. Okay, so now he is asking us to calculate what is mu L.